And tonight we're going to be introducing our third president and CEO of the organization. And it's my distinct privilege and honor to introduce you to the new president and CEO of the World Trade Center of Greater Philadelphia, Mr. Thomas Young.
Thank you all. Thank you all. First and foremost, I have to thank my wonderful wife, Melissa Young, who's here today. You have supported me every step of the way, and between you running your business, being a mom, and being a wife, I really do appreciate you, and thank you for it. Thank you. Secondly, I'd like to thank my board. The board has been wonderful, and more specifically, I'd like to thank our chair and our vice chair. Our chair is Joe Scalio, who just spoke, and our vice chair is Stephen Bradley, who is not able to be here today, but he's represented by his son, Stephen Bradley Jr. The board has been nothing but supportive of me since becoming the new president and CEO of the World Trade Center of Greater Philadelphia. Everything that I've asked for, the board has been more than willing to accommodate me on. So I do appreciate you, Joe, and I appreciate all of the board members that are here today. Third, I would like to thank our honorees for accepting our award today. Governor Shapiro, I thank you for your attendance today. Michael Foreman, I thank you for your attendance today. I'd like to thank Van Horn, Metz, and Co. for their attendance today. Thank you, Barry. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank Linda Conlon, the previous president and CEO. Linda has been supportive of me since day one. I was previously on the board, and our very first meeting over at Con Murphy's, it wasn't to talk about me being the president and CEO. It was to talk about me being on the board and how I can support her in her role. And ever since that conversation, I just felt a spark between Linda and I felt like we can conquer the world just through our conversation. So thank you again, Linda, for your guidance, and I can look forward to your continued guidance through this process. I also like to thank my mothers. My mothers are here today, both of my mothers. Where are you guys? Yes. So for those who don't know, I grew up in a two-mother household, and I believe that it was one of the things that helped round me off as a person. Not because of their sexual orientation or the people that they love, but just the fact that they taught me what it means to be humble. They taught me what it means to persevere. And most importantly, they taught me what it means to love no matter what. So I thank both of you for all of the things that you have taught me and all the things you will continue to teach me. And I promise that I will pass that on to little TJ. I would also like to thank my big brother, Ken Lawrence, and his wife, Jen. Taking in a 14-year-old and never making me feel any less of a family member was very important for me. You guys showed me what it is to have a traditional family, and Ken, you showed me what it was like to have the iron fist come down on you very hard. All in all, there was never a point in time that I did not feel loved or that I did not feel wanted or I did not feel appreciated. So I thank you both for that. I also like to thank my staff that's here today. Ron, Dale, Dino, you guys do a tremendous job with our trade network and making sure that all of our business and member companies are well represented around the world. Derek, we do a great job with helping us on our finances and making sure that we're all good and making sure that none of us are going to jail. Graciela, you've helped put most of this together, and you are truly a gem. I look forward to working with you more in the future. And Susan, you have been my guiding star throughout this entire process. Everything that I need to know about the organization, everything I need to know about a member or everything else, it seems like Susan knows it off the back of her hand. I swear that Susan can run this organization better than I can. Finally, I would like to thank everyone here in attendance. I appreciate all of the support that you've given, and I appreciate you giving your time and generous effort and generous finances for being here today, so thank you. Those who know me know how much I love the city. We have an opportunity, in my opinion, to be the next international gateway for the Mid-Atlantic region, and I think that with the potential and with all of the attributes that we have, it is very possible. Now, we have 3 events coming up in 2026 that is going to be the launching pad, in my opinion, for such a thing. Thank you. Yep, absolutely. We have FIFA World Cup, which will be here June 11th to July 19th. We have the Semi-Quincentennial, which is the 250th birthday of our great country, which will be here July 4th. And we have the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, which will be here July 14th. All of those things are happening in a month span. I also want to bring another event here to Philadelphia, which most people don't know about. I want to bring the World Trade Center General Assembly here. This new name is called the Global Business Forum. And what that is, there are 323 World Trade Centers in 92 countries around the world. And every year, we get together in one city to talk about how we can better interconnect and do business together. This year, Stephen Bradley from our board went to Ghana, Africa, to represent us in the summer. Next year, I will be going to Bangalore, India, to represent us in India in the spring. And also, while I'm there in India, I plan on pitching to the World Trade Association, and I also plan on advocating throughout the entire conference to let everyone know why Philadelphia should be considered for 2026. And if you ask why Philadelphia should be considered for 2026, there's a few things that we have that can make us a global city and make us that international gateway for our region. We have the international financial services that are here. We have the multinational corporations that are headquartered here as well. We also have high-quality eds and meds. I mean, there is not a region around the country that I wouldn't put our region up in terms of having the most eds and meds in our country. We also have a multinational infrastructure. And I think that's the part that we really need to hone and focus in on right now if we really want to make this truly special in 2026. I think all of our partners that we have right now in the region really have a chance to come together and make this a regional effort. This will have to really be a regional effort, and it has to be on a part of everyone included. It has to include all of our local and state leaders and federal leaders as well. It also has to involve all of our organizations that are dealing with international affairs, but it also has to involve It also has to involve our Public Transportation Authority as well. I think that having our Public Transportation Authority involved in this is really key. Finally, why do I think this can happen for us? I think that we have shown our region that we can do more with less. If we take a look at I-95 and what happened with I-95 with the collapse, and how everyone, not only in our region, but around the country, was estimating anywhere between 6 to 12 months that I-95 will be back up and running as a main artery. We were able to, thanks to our governor and our local elected officials, we were able to come together as a region and say, we are all behind this, we all support this. And in 12 days, we put the nation on its ear by saying that we completed this, and not only did we complete it, we had fun while doing it. We had the governor going over the bridge with all of our sports mascots and our great firefighters just to show that what we can do and how we can do it. And I think that that's the same approach that we can take when it comes to 2026. I believe that when it comes to that $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, when it comes to talking about Philadelphia and this entire region, the greater Philadelphia, and how much resources we have here, and how we can turn another